This is a future Nick here. Before we start on the video, this has been a small problem.
Hello and welcome back to Linux.
Yeah, this does not sound right. When recording the video for Nobara, in Nobara, the Nobara did not, the OBS in Nobara did not pick up the microphone you hear my voice on now, so things will sound a bit funky. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going back to Nobara again. You'll see in the video why I'm never, ever going back to Nobara. Thank you for watching. Passing it back to past Nick now.
Hello and welcome back to Linux Panic YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to begin the distro hopping series. First, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. And give the notification bell a good old ring whilst you're at it. So, last video, I stated I'm going to start a new series called Distro Hopper, where I have a look at various Linux operating systems and run them for a week and see how well they perform. I chose Nobara, as we can see here, and I can prove this by opening a console, should I say terminal, neo fetch, and as we can see we're currently running Nobara 36, and unfortunately it is the most unfortunate Linux I've come across yet. That just let's begin with their talking points. It's a modified version of Fedora with user-friendly fixes added to it, and they're just saying, "Hey, look, it's Fedora but gaming." That's the pitch. It's Fedora but gaming, and they're saying it should not be considered a Fedora spin, and as they are completely independent from Fedora, and there are no Fedora devs or parties directly involved. It is Fedora packages, code, and repositories, so it's technically a Fedora spin if you're using the base of Fedora. Just like Ubuntu is a Debian spin, Mint is a spin of Ubuntu, Kubuntu is a spin of Ubuntu. Anyway, moving on. Let's have a look at their bug fixes. So apparently it's kernel patch with cherry-picked Zen patches, OpenRGB, AMD CPCC. They don't exactly explain what CPCC is, so let's just do a search for AMD CPCC. And they've spelt it wrong. It should be CPPC, but instead they've spelt it as CPCC. So if we comes hardware, it's apparently something sounds very architecture designed for Linux operating system. It's basically just Linux-based things. That's it. But they've spelt it wrong here, so that doesn't exactly bode well. AMD GPU for pre-Polaris card by default instead of Radeon, which is fine. Steam Deck support. So I'll tell you what. Well, yeah, Steam Deck, physical Steam Deck, so yeah, that's fine. I can neither confirm nor deny if that's going to work because I don't have a Steam Deck. I have a Stream Deck, but not Steam Deck. Kernel configured with AshMem, Binder, and Android support for Waydroid. I don't have that, so I can't tell you. I'm not using Windows Surface. No. I don't have an Asus laptop, so I can't tell you if that's going to work or not. Simple DRM workaround. I don't run a NVIDIA graphics card, so I can't tell you if that'll work. Kernel patched with ACS override, IOMMU groups, will patch for better VFIO, IOMM. Yeah, that. Again, I don't have an NVIDIA card, so I can't tell you if this is going to work or not. I do have an AMD graphics card. I just get provided for drivers instead of latest release. That's fine. glibc patched with Clone 3 disabled, fixes set compatibility. Applications using outdated stuff such as Discord, Steam Beta. Patch, glibc patch with broken comments, so basically anti-cheat, fastest DNF, fastest mirror enabled, that's good. Parallel downloads, that's also good. Editing services causes wine to hang. What doesn't cause wine to have a little bit of iffy. LSPCI symlink from user SBin LSPCI to user bin LSPCI for Dying Light. A particular game, that's fine. Controller config package provided for easy installation of X1 and XPad Neo. Drivers and firmware. GNOME variable refresh rate. I'm not using the GNOME version. I'm using the KDE version. The reason why I've gone, I'll explain later. GNOME Mutter patch with X11 fractional scaling. That's fine. I'm not using GNOME. I'm not using GNOME. Gamescope version regularly updated, Go overlay, Mango hard, and XKBLAS, XK assault. I don't know. VM max map count set for. I'm guessing that's the max for Star Citizen. Again, I don't know because I don't play Star Citizen. I don't play Star Citizen. Exploiting patched for fixed with locked FPS on some system. Yeah, that's fine. And some fixes for GNOME plus KDE applies mode enabled to laptop. I'm not using laptops, so I can't tell you. So, the general improvements. I don't use NVIDIA, so I can't tell you. Is Blender installed? Let's begin. Blender. Blender is installed. Built with FFmpeg support and built with HIP support for AMD GPU rendering. That's fine. DaVinci Resolve, it is dependencies installed. Yes, I will have to test that. OBS is installed, as well you can tell because installed in included installation that I can confirm is true. Patch of the browser plugin. This I can confirm this right now. Looking at it, I'm looking for the browser plugin. Browser is there. I can confirm that's true. FFmpeg VA, just basic encoder stuff. That's fine. Again, I don't use an NVIDIA graphics card, so I can't tell you. Patch of Pipewire application audio. That plugin is included, and it wants source record, which, as far as I can tell, let me just look at see if I can't find the plugins, which I don't appear to be able to. Tools. So I can't tell if the plugin is there for source report, source record, but I can tell that the WebSockets is, which is good. Wine, let's just check to see if wine is included. I'm going to shoot myself already because there's been a lot. I'll explain. So wine, version, is wine installed? It is, it's with the staging branch. That's good because that's, as I've confirmed in the past, I've seen the version available. You just give me, there we go. Proton, of course, it may or may not be installed, so I'll just do a quick check to see if it is. I want the Proton version. Oh, Proton command not found. That's fine. I'll have to do some check and see if it is or not. Probably not. Discord was not installed. That was a lie. That was not installed at all. I had to install that through the package manager. So they lied about that one. It's Flatpak. So Flatpak. If we do run Flatpak, something, anything, okay. Give me the console, please. Flatpak open version. Flatpak is installed. Nautilus, I'm not using the GNOME version for this reason, because it's the one they want you to use. However, do give you some choices. SE Linux set to permissive mode. Yeah, that's fine. Steam was included. RPM Fusion, I can't think if that was. Let's have a look. See, Lutris. Lutris is installed, but doesn't work on first launch because I've not launched it yet. That does. As we can tell here, this is using, I'm going to guess it's Wayland because I have no reason to believe otherwise. We'll just check the terminal if I get back to it. As we can see, our desktop manager, desktop environment is Plasma with Quinn as our window manager. This looks like Lutris, so I'm going to guess it does work. I haven't had a chance to test. Only Office desktop editors. Let's give it a quick run because I've not yet used it. A lot of this I am just running for the first time. I spent about half an hour or an hour messing around with this and getting it set up. And I can confidently say I'm not a fan. I am not a fan with Nobara, and I won't be running it past creating this video. The first issue, this taskbar. I'll demonstrate it now, shall I? So right clicking into edit mode. You tell it to move. It don't move. You want to move something? It don't move. You want to move the clock? It doesn't move. So I can't tell it. I can't tell if you saw that or not because I can't see it because all of my windows disappeared. Now I'm still having issues trying to get out of this. There we go. So as we can see currently on the screen, we do have, if I try and bring OBS back, I can't tell if it's here or not. I said I can't tell if it's here or not. Evidently it still is, so I just need to disable the preview, re-enable it because it disappears every bloody time. OpenOffice is installed. No, I don't want to own the Office Cloud. I'm not going to create any documents because I know OpenOffice can be a bit sluggish. But right. So I'm going to go over a couple of things fast. This taskbar here is broken. I tried to change it. It died. Didn't want to work. Didn't want to know. Didn't want to work. It is rather annoying. I've had the desktop environment crash on me once already. Logging in takes longer than it does with Windows. My Manjaro install boots up faster than this does. I can go from turning my computer on to being logged in and having Firefox open faster than I can this, which is a big deal. Like, I want my stuff to work when I tell it to work. Don't get me wrong, the installer, nice and smooth, no bothers at all. I had no issues. This is making me reconsider if it's just all on the surface or if it's not. So there's the application thing, and this is different application menu. It reminds me of the Windows XP application menu because it's got the same sort of design, but just scrolling through it's just jumpy. Like, I want it to work and just not pop in. What are these pieces of software here? I can't tell you because they don't have an icon. There are a few issues I've had that has just made this a great deal breaker. It does chug. I have found that out the hard way because that's how this broke, but I can't move the taskbar back at all to fix it. First off, well, when it comes to the bug fixes and gaming orientated updates, AMD CPCC is not a thing. It's AMD CPPC, but the people who've made Nobara have not taken the time to fix it. They haven't taken the time to check. If we have a look at their GitHub, or their GitLab, should I say, we can have a look. This is how to set it up and go and install it. If we look at the Thomas Kreider, we can see this is a recent project because this is what, going back last year now. Not much, a lot of stuff, which is fine. Update 10 hours ago. I'm using the latest ISO available from their website. There is a few things that I really don't like. This has just been a major deal breaker for me, unfortunately. I cannot, with good faith, say that this is something you should pick up right here, right now, and use. If you want to go through the issues of trying to learn how to use it and trying to fix it, then that's up to you. Go for it. But let's go through the issues and the outright lies that there have been. Let's also just copy paste this and confirm if this exists or not. So let's bring back this, paste, hit enter. It exists partially because it wants us to install it. So I'm just going to click close. I'm not touch that again. Not going to touch it. I want us to install it for Steam. I'm not going to touch it. So let's go over there. Let's go over the issues, and then let's move on. Can't confirm if OpenRGB. Let's just confirm OpenRGB. Get OpenRGB, which implies it's not actually installed. Which saying hey look, kernel patched with OpenRGB. It may or may not be. Can't tell. AMD PCC doesn't exist. I can't confirm for String Deck or Waydroid, or I haven't checked for this yet. I can't confirm it either. Windows Surface, no. I don't have an Asus laptop. I don't have an NVIDIA graphics card. Blender is installed, yes, but I can't. But FFmpeg support, I can't check. See how long this took to open up. It's insane. NVIDIA can't tell you. Blender, I can't tell you. DaVinci Resolve, we can have a look at that. Actually, no, because I'm not going to sign up for. I'm not going to register to download DaVinci Resolve. I've already got it installed elsewhere. I'm not going to do that again. All of they're telling the truth about everything for OBS, which is good. Wine is included with the installation, which is true. Wine version provided by official Wine HQ instead of Fedora. However, it gets installed. It's the same because, as I've confirmed, there is no. Last time I tried to do it, which I made an install script for in a previous video, the only version available the only up-to-date version available was the staging branch, so that makes sense. Proton Up Qt was confirmed. Discord was not installed at all. Flatpak exists. I'm not using the GNOME version. I am using the KDE version. I've not used SE Linux, so I can't tell you. Steam was included. Luchus is installed. I've not used RPM Fusion. Mango has. Let's tell you what. Let's have a Mango. So you would expect if you typed in Mango, you wouldn't get this. This is Go Overlay, not Mango. It does say Go Overlay. Yeah, that's fine. You type in Mango, you get something else. And people who don't know what they're looking out for might encounter the same issue. As we can see, we're rocking at solid 60 FPS. Rendering time, what, 16.7 milliseconds? Kden Live, let's have a look. Is Kden Live installed? Kden Live is installed. This is good. When the Office is installed, printer drivers, most printers are just pick up straight away without any fuss. So it is what it is. Vapor. Let's just copy this and then paste it in. What's this? Where's VaporSynth? Again, that's another lie. FFMS2. Let's have a look. FFMS2. Okay, oops, wrong one. Let's have a look and go FFMS2. It is a bug. Doesn't load automatically. I'm going to assume that is because, well, then again, I can't confirm nor deny because it's not a thing. Closed, not a bug. That's fine then. I've had more issues than I haven't when it comes to loading this up, getting it installed. The installation was smooth as butter as always. No issues at all. First hour of using it, I don't like it. It's caused me too many hassles. Everything was fine over here during the installation. It couldn't get my time zone correct when I said it correctly. For some reason, it set my negotiation to the router to 100 megabytes per second instead of the usual industry the accepted standard of you communicate at 1 gig with the router unless you don't have unless you're running something like 100 base T, but I'm running 1 gig base T, 1,000 base T. This is just no. This just does not give me faith. I will not be running it. I gave it a good faith effort. I've gone through and shown you and spoke about a couple of things. This just does not work well. I will not be running it. Unfortunately, this just does not work well. It just blown me straight off. This is the reason why I went for the non-standard version, because if this version isn't working, granted, the main official version, they're all official. They come from the same source. But if the official version isn't working, then where's the confidence, huh? This is updated on the 16th. It was updated 8 days ago. And when I started Steam for the first time, it gave me the Xcode logo from bloody macOS. It gave me the Xcode logo for the little logo for the Steam launcher until it gave me native Steam. But it wasn't native Steam initially, so I just don't know. Anyway, I won't be using it this week. It is not. It is just there's far too many problems with it. It's just a no-go. I would like to thank you very much for watching. Again, you can take this with a grain of salt. You're more than welcome to. You can take this with a grain of salt. You can take it with a shovelful of salt, or just whatever inspires confidence with you. This operating system does not inspire confidence with me at all. I will not be using it. No, I will not be using it for quite some time until it gets fixed. I would like to thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. You may only be able to see one of them, but they both work. Remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell whilst you're at it so you don't miss out on any future videos. I have been Nick. You've been amazing, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.